Recording in progress.
Okay, perfect. Guys, so sorry, we are back now. We had some internet issues right now in the Phoenix office, so I hope my connection here in Colombia, I think, is stable, but we are transmitting from here to Phoenix to everywhere, like it's all connected, obviously. And so, yeah, sometimes we have that. And yeah, so I was just saying I wanted that you ask a lot of questions and I wanted to look into your comments. We're going to talk about the tours tonight and I wanted to give you some travel updates. And Jonathan Blackmon is saying, hola amigos, Jonathan from El Paso, Texas is in. Hi Jonathan, nice that you are here, that is great, and thank you for sending your comment. Guys, if you have any questions, the show is for you, so just ask around. I'm here to answer all your questions. And so give you a quick travel updates of Colombia, what is going on here right now. And we had also elections last Sunday, so 3 days ago we had a new president elected, and he will be starting, I think, from August on. And in that case, the left party won, so it's a like left-oriented president. I had a couple of you guys asking if that will be a problem, if you cannot travel anymore, if that will be an issue. And I don't think that will be an issue. It seems that part of his campaign is to really support tourism, to help tourism to develop and to develop Colombia. So I hope for the best, and everything is going great. You can come, everything is open. There are no restrictions. Colombia lifted all restrictions on 1st of May. Most of even the mask restriction is lifted. So in most of the places where you go, you don't have to wear a mask. Before it was on the street kind of mandatory as well. Now it's not mandatory, not in the street, not inside. In some parts there are, like if you go into hospitals and banks and stuff like that, but in most of the other places, no mask is required, not in restaurants, not in bars, nowhere. So that is really good news. And for the ones who are not vaccinated, there are the good news as well. You know that you don't need, you can enter now. Before you were not allowed to enter, so you only need a negative PCR or a negative antigen test. 48 hours the antigen, and the PCR is 72 hours prior to your travel, to your check-in, to your flight. So that is good news. So if you're not vaccinated, you can travel to Colombia. If you are vaccinated, you can obviously travel to Colombia as well, but you don't need a test. You can just hop on a plane and go. The ones who are not vaccinated or only vaccinated once have to do a test prior, but that is easy. And the US lifted the restrictions since 1 week that you don't need a test back. Obviously, if you're from other parts of the world, from Europe, depends on the country you are in, you might need a test to go back. But from the United States, they just lifted last week the restrictions that when you go from Colombia back to the United States, you do not need any test anymore. Doesn't matter if you're vaccinated or not vaccinated, nobody needs a test. So as long as you're an American citizen, right, or a resident. So so that is great news. And as I said, from the other parts of the world, check back with your home country if anything is required when you come back. And as I said, for entering Colombia, you just need a test if you are not vaccinated. If you're vaccinated, you don't need anything. Everybody needs a check-me form. That is important so that you don't get like confused. There's one requirement for everybody, and this is like a check-me form, which is a form where you just fill out your flight information, your passport, where you live and where you go, and as where you stay, like immigration form basically. And then they ask you some health questions. So that is the only thing. It takes you like 15 minutes to fill it in, and you do that like around 24 hours prior to your flight, and that is basically everything you need. If you need airport pickup, if you need any help, if you need hotel recommendations, let us know. That's what we do. That's why we're here. So let us know if you need that. We have drivers, we have people who can help you, and as I said, we can also help you with restaurants as well, but hotel reservations, Airbnbs, etc. So that's set for your travel. So nothing can really right now stop you. If you don't want to go on an AFA tour, we have different services. I think you are probably familiar. If not, let me know. You can ask me any questions. But we have the tours. That is what we just did last week in Medellin. But we also have, you can come all year long because the tours are on certain dates, right? So for example, the next tour in Medellin will be in September. So we just finished the one last week, and in 3 months there will be the next one, I think on the 23rd of September. So if you haven't, and if you want to go, sign up now. That is a good idea. But if you don't want to go on a tour, we have different services like one-on-one introductions, so you can come any time of the year to our office. Doesn't matter if we're Medellin, in Barranquilla, or Cartagena, where we can set up dates for you all year long, right? So if you say, I don't want to meet like a bunch of women, I don't want to be in this atmosphere where there are so many people around me, I don't feel comfortable in that, I just want to do like really one-on-one, want to be with one matchmaker and want to have that help, then I would recommend you the one-on-one introductions. It's easy. As I said, you can come anytime. You can communicate prior to your travel. You can just come and just set up any dates, anything how you prefer. We said to help you there. If you need help with a hotel, we can help you. If you want to do that alone, you do it. If you need an airport pickup, we can charge you extra for that. If you don't want that, you do that on your own. So this is completely up to you. And then we have the club package, which is called the Latin Club. The Latin Club is when you want to, then the price is cheaper. And then the Latin Club is a better option, and it's also included the airport pickup for you. The tours are fun, a lot of great way to connect and to meet a lot of people. And the service I find most effective is the Elite Club service, the VIP service, which I told you I will talk about a little bit at the end of the show to give you more overview. And I talked about it in the last shows, and I will talk about it in the future shows, because as I said, for me, it's the one that works most and best. It takes like 3 months, 2.5, 3 months in total, but it does give really good results. The tour, you usually go for 1 week, 10 days, 14 days, and then you anyway, after the tour, you have to do a lot of yourself, of the communication, which we will talk about tonight as well, to know that you get some tips for the communication. So let's see some of how was the new venue. Skim is asking, will the same venue be used for September? Skim, that is a good question. You are talking about the Medellin tour. So let's talk about a little bit about the Medellin tour, because I promised you that we talk about that. And as I said, we have the new footage. So you see the venue right now. I think it was fantastic. We did do a tour, I think, prior to pandemic, like 3 years ago. We did in the beginning, we did like 1 or 2 events in the Du Park, and then we changed to another venue, which was really similar to the one we did this time. I think it was even next door. It looked really, really similar, and it was really nice. I liked it. I do think we will use the same one in September again. If we don't find a bigger one, I would like to have even a more bigger one. So if we don't find a bigger one, then it will be that one. I think it was great. The food was good. The service was great. The atmosphere, the decoration was really nice. I don't know if you can see it, but there was a lot of decoration. It looked really romantic. The girls felt really comfortable. We had a lot of women in the room, and sometimes the women don't feel so comfortable if it's too many and it's too big. But the women stayed. It was great. They had a lot of fun. Like, it was a good atmosphere. On Saturday evening, everybody was dancing. It was beautiful. We had a good DJ as well. Like, I really loved the venue. I loved the socials. Both socials were really nice. Friday evening, I think everybody got a little bit tipsy. Saturday, everybody was a little bit more considerate. And it was, but as I said, Saturday evening was the evening where everybody was dancing, like, I think for 1 hour at the end of the evening. We finished quite early, but it was great. So we had more time to dance. The games was amazing. On Friday, we had like 40 women modeling. It was incredible. The whole room wanted to model. And it was a lot of fun, the dancing. We had the guys were going crazy dancing. I think everybody enjoyed themselves. The tour in general was really a fun tour. Medellin, as I said, is a beautiful city. if you haven't been to Medellin, how can you imagine it? It's called the city of eternal spring. So it is always like 25 degrees all year long. It does rain a lot, but it does mostly rain in the afternoons. This week as well, we had quite a bit of rain, but mostly afternoons and nights. At the daytime was really nice. We had the city tour on Saturday. We had on Sunday the Guatapé tour. That was amazing, to the rock. The weather was nice. Everybody got like back really red. What else did we do on Monday? We did the party bus. That was amazing. I didn't plan to go on the party, but it was really fun. We danced a lot in Medellin. Usually the party bus is more like, I don't know, Cartagena has a lot of party bus atmosphere, so usually the party there is really great, but Medellin, we had a really, really good time. I think everybody can, I'm sure the next couple of shows we show you some footage of that. And then on Tuesday we did some dance classes, which were really nice because the guys got already, like with their girls, they liked and wanted to repeat some for most of, or not most, but for half of them, the guys was like Wednesday, the last day of the 7-day tour. We had the other half was staying 10 or more days, 14 days, that I love. Guys, there were quite a few of you staying longer this time and still are in the city. Some of you even stay for months, so this is amazing. The longer you can stay, the better. So it seems you're a lot more flexible right now as well to do that. And it does really pay out when you can stay longer, because you can just connect so much more with the culture, with the girls, with everybody. So yeah, I think it was a really good tour. There was really good connections. The guys really found a lot of great women. Obviously, it just, everything is really fresh. Everybody just has to get to know each other and like to be able to communicate. As I said, after some of our testimonials, I will talk a little bit more about the communication. But I did really like the venue. I like the girls. I like Medellin. I like the tour. It was really, really, really good. I really loved it. And as I said, I think we're going to get really nice couples out of that tour. And I think from lots of the first time guys who go on a tour, it's also like a lot of a learning experience. Like, it's not that everybody right away goes on that tour or meets a Latin woman or goes dating in Latin America and you will be knowing exactly what to do in which moment. Like when we were sitting in the hotel, we were organizing the dates and lots of the guys were staying around us, and you could just hear all the time like, oh, she's saying that, and what does she want to hear, and what she mean, and what should I tell? So there's a lot of question marks. Obviously it's dating, right? And that's exciting and emotional, and yeah, and it's sometimes not easy, and if it's in a different language, in a different culture, it has a lot of challenges. But I think it went really great, and it's just a way, obviously, to figure out what works now, what you want, what you need, how does it work for you, what does the other culture want. So it is a lot of fun. So let me see one of you, if you have some more questions, and then we will get to our first testimonials. Ismail Thomas is saying, good evening, everyone. Hi, Ismail, how are you doing? First time subscriber. Oh, nice. Hi, welcome. Just checking out the process, but the event looks very promising. Ismail, that's great that you're writing and asking. It was a lot of fun. The process, how does it work? So if you want to be part of that tour, of that surrounding, of that social, it's quite easy. You can go on loveme.com. I hope you're familiar with the website. Maybe some of you come on the website, medellindating.com or barranquillawoman.com or cartagenawoman.com, barranquillasingles.com, sorry. So we have several websites, but it's basically all the same company, right? Just we have different websites because we are in different cities, and obviously we have to promote our services in every city. So, so if you go on Love Me, you will find a thing called Latin tours. Maybe Kirk, who is doing the comments here, can refer you to the Latin tours. And there you just sign up for the one which just says Medellin, for example, right? The one in September. And so once you sign up, you fill in the paperwork, you put down a initial deposit of 475 US. With that deposit, you secured your spot, which is great because most of our tours are sold out right now. So I would recommend you saving your spot. If you cannot make it, just let us know 6 weeks prior, right? And then we just move your deposit without any additional fees, and so then you can be flexible in case you have to change your tour. And so You sign up for that, you send in the paperwork, and then you send me some information about you, about yourself, your profile, some photos, and a social invite list, right? A woman you would like to invite to the socials and woman you would like to go on dates with, because we're going to organize both, right? We're going to do a big social night as with speed dating events, but we're also going to introduce you to one-on-one introductions with women, with the ones you met on the social, because it was just a speed dating event, and so you have to repeat those connections because it was just short. Also the ones who do not go to the social, because not all women on the database go to the social. You can obviously meet them, right? And we are going to organize one-on-one dates at restaurants, in our office, etc. Depends where you are going to meet. And so you have unlimited introductions included in the tour week. You have hotel accommodation with breakfast included. You have 2 speed dating events, fully catered socials with drinks and food included. You have, as I said, unlimited introductions, airport pickup, and city tour included. So there's a lot of things included in the tour price, and it's a lot of fun. You don't have to organize anything. We take care of everything for you. The only thing you have to take care of is your flight. And if you need any additional translation time, we can set you up with a translator. So that's about the process. So you go on the website, you sign up, or you can send me an email. My email address is here, AFA-Colombia7. This is my email. You say, hi, Maria, I'm interested in the tour. What do I have to do? And then I redirect you what you have to do. That is really easy. So before I keep on talking, we have 2 really nice guys I have met first time last week. Their names are Frederick and Glenn. And they were really happy to be on that tour. Both were watching the videos. Glenn actually found somebody, his first wife, through AFA. And they were married for 10 years, and he's now looking for the second wife. And Frederick is really new. He has never been on a tour, and he watched a lot of the videos. And so I thank you guys so much for being, for helping out, for giving those testimonials. It's really nice. And so, yeah, let's go with Frederick and Glenn, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
So I'm here now with Glenn. Glenn, how are you doing tonight?
Buenos.
Bueno? You have a good time?
Yes.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
It's not your first time on a social?
1 or 2 before.
2 before. Where?
Oh, I've been to Cartagena, Peru, Costa Rica.
Okay.
A couple times in Medellin.
Oh, that's good. But on socials? Yes. But not with me?
Not with you. First time, primero.
Primera vez, okay. And so if you can say between Costa Rica, Peru, and Colombia.
This time in Medellin's been the best ever. The staff is professional. The social's been excellent. I'm very happy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So it was the best social you had so far?
So far, yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing to hear. I'm really happy about that. And the woman, how were the women tonight?
Very nice.
Yeah?
Yes.
Were there some pretty ladies?
Ay caramba. Yes, very nice.
Yeah?
Yes.
And are they serious? What are they looking for? What do they tell you?
They seem like they're looking for men.
For like a stable relationship?
To get married, yes.
And what are you looking for?
I'm looking for an esposa.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to get married? Good. Yes. Would you like to have children?
No.
Okay. And so from the atmosphere and from Medellin, you have been to Medellin. What can you...
Medellin.
You love the city. What can you tell somebody who doesn't know Medellin? What can you tell about Medellin?
Out of all the socials I've been to, this is the best place to come.
And the city? How's the city?
The city's very nice.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How's the hotel?
Pardon?
The hotel. Is the hotel okay?
This is a really nice hotel, and it's in an excellent area.
Yeah, the area is beautiful. Like, it's really convenient. It's very
There's
close.
Everything around, yeah. It's
right next door. You have the money exchange right next door. Like everything.
Yes, I have to agree.
That's good.
And I'm hard to please.
Yeah, so if you are happy, then that's good.
That's really good.
That's good.
Best time I've had.
Oh, Glenn, that's amazing. So you would recommend this for a man who's looking for a serious relationship from another country? You would think that would work?
So can I joke, or do I have to be serious?
No, you can joke.
Something serious, or if you just want to have fun?
Yeah, both. Okay. And I don't think I have any more questions. Do you have any more to say? Do you have something for somebody who never been...
A man, a few words.
So for somebody who has never been to Colombia, you would recommend that? Going on a social dating internationally?
if you're unhappy with Americanas, come here.
Okay, so Glenn is having a great time. Glenn is happy, is having the best social ever. So I think we're happy and we're having a good time, so that's good. Glenn, you have a date for tomorrow?
I do.
Yay!
And Sunday and Monday.
Oh, good. Happy for you.
I just need dinner.
Good. Okay, no problem. You haven't eaten yet?
No.
Okay, then go ahead and get your... Oh, so sorry. Go ahead and get your food. I'm sorry that you haven't eaten yet. So then, thank you so much, Glenn. Have a good night. So it's Saturday evening, second social night. Fred, how are you doing?
Very good, even better than the first social.
Why?
I think I had to get the hang of and I still didn't get used to just how many amazing.
So you're more prepared tonight than yesterday.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes.
So you feel better. It's not that different since yesterday. It's just you feel different.
I'm more comfortable. It's the same scenario, just I'm comfortable.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a lot of women here, a lot of beautiful women here.
Yeah, are they beautiful?
They're all beautiful.
Difficult choice, huh?
Very difficult choices.
But your city tour date went well today, or no?
Yes, we had a good time. It was actually surprising, and she was enjoyable. I'll probably go out with her again.
I think you looked really nice together, and she spoke good English as well, so she seems to be really nice.
I think she'll be a good English teacher for me. Spanish teacher for me, and me an English teacher for her. So it works out great.
That's the beauty, that you can exchange the languages and learn from each other. That's really nice. And so you were brand new on this whole thing here, right? So if you see a man who's watching those videos, you have watched the videos, right?
I've watched them all.
All?
All. Twice.
3 times?
Yes.
Are you not getting tired of it?
Oh, it was good education. You had a lot of information which helped me slightly prepare, and I'll be honest, the videos made me comfortable to come.
Yeah, really?
For the reason I came, for sure.
Oh, that's great. That's good. And it was different than you expected it to be, or I know you were not prepared, but or were you expecting it to be like that?
Honestly, no. I mean, I've seen the videos. You said you would meet a lot of gorgeous women, but you really do meet a lot of gorgeous women. Yes.
Which is great. I mean, that's what we want, right?
Yes, we're not used to this in America, for sure.
Yeah.
And they're all interested. They're all intelligent. They're all paying attention. So it's making my choices harder.
It is. So you're going to Guatapé tomorrow?
Yes, I'm excited about that.
You have a date confirmed, right?
Yes.
Good.
We'll work that out. I think she's here tonight.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Oh, but you have not met her yet?
Yes, I have. She's out there.
She's out there? Okay, good. Okay, good. But why you have a Guatapé date without meeting her first? I thought she was from yesterday.
I did meet her. So unfortunately, the one from yesterday had a family event that happened, so she needed to cancel. And I met a young lady tonight that I really liked, and she was very interested in going, so it works out well.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, with the other one, we can schedule another one afterwards. No problem.
Date with her. Hopefully, I'll check. I didn't get too much information yet.
But this is beautiful. So for somebody who never came to this Colombia, to Medellin, to a Vienna, to an event, to AFA, whatever, would you recommend it? Do you think if it's a good thing to do if you're a single man looking for a partner?
Yes, for American men, definitely. We want women, real women, feminism, attractiveness, women that want to take care of themselves, their family oriented. It's amazing. And you can see it in 5 minutes while you're here. You can see it when you walk on the streets.
It's true.
Everyone's speaking, I feel safe, and I've had a good time.
Yeah, and everybody's really open, no? Don't you think that everybody's really friendly, open-minded?
Yes, everyone. The people here at the social and people I've met just walking down the street.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone speaks.
Yeah. That's different than in the US, no?
Some people speak, some people don't, but it's energy you get from people here in Medellin. So I'm enjoying the culture.
And the city tour, how did you enjoy the city tour?
The city tour was interesting because I think I did some research on some of the locations, but seeing it in person is wow, like you really see it.
It's huge, right? It's a huge valley, it's a huge city, it's beautiful.
The city's bigger than New York. It is bigger than New York, so it amazes me.
Yeah?
Yes.
So I'm happy, Fred, that you have an amazing time. You're meeting beautiful women. We're just starting. It's just Saturday, so we have a lot of days to go. I mean, it's just the second day.
And I think I'm going to have to extend my stay too, so.
This is a really good point, guys. If you can stay longer or if you're flexible, do this because 7 days is not enough.
I don't think men understand how many gorgeous women that'll be here, and you'll run out of time very shortly to spend time and introduce yourself and have more than one date with them. So more than likely, I will definitely extend my stay.
Yeah, because with Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you have already like quite a lot of days gone. So you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday left, and then you go. So it's not enough of time.
Not enough at all. I think they'll be surprised, just like I was. I did all the research, watched all the videos, and I'm not prepared for what's happen there. But it's wonderful. I mean, it's amazing. Especially tonight, I'm adjusted.
That's good. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy it right now because this is really special and you feel special and that is beautiful. So this moment you have to say forever.
Yes, thank you.
Fred, thank you so much. Thank you for helping us here, giving the interview. Bye-bye, guys. Lots of greetings from Medellin.
So guys, I'm happy that you saw those two testimonials. It was a really fun, as I said, social, and there's going to be a lot more to come. And in the next couple of weeks, we're just, as I said, getting everything ready. We're getting the subtitles in as well for the ladies. And so, lots of things, good things to come. If you have more questions, I will check in your questions because I saw that in between you were asking lots of questions. So Mark, hi Mark, how are you doing tonight? I feel like dating in Colombia would be harder since I don't know the language. Mark, I don't know. I mean, of course, if you speak perfectly Spanish, it will be easier. And if you have some knowledge of Spanish, it will be easier. But I see that the language is not the biggest issue. The issue is the communication. So maybe let's get a little bit into the communication thing. The communication, what does that mean? A man and a woman communicate differently, right? General, in the same language, if we speak the same language, if it's English, if it's German, if it's Spanish, whatever, but we have common language, still we have communication issues. And this is not about the language, obviously that doesn't help, or sometimes if you cannot speak the language, but the fact how you want to communicate, what you show, how is your communication is very different. So what is it for a Latin woman? What is it for an American or foreign man? How does communication usually work? So first of all, culturally seen, it is very different. And depending on the generation of the age you are in, it's also very different. Because if you're right now 60 years old and, for example, somebody who's 20 years old, it's a huge difference between the communication without and with internet, right? When you're 60 years old, you grew up with a big amount of your time without internet. If you're 50, 40 years old, still you grew up with internet, but still you grew up sometime without, right? And so the generation which is 20 years old right now or 25, they grew up since they were small with internet. So communication completely changed in terms since the internet started or not. Before we were using letters, writing long letters, we were sending them via post office to the other part of the world, and after 3 weeks the letter was maybe there. Email is similar, and now we have those things like social media where we have Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok, etc. So the whole generation who uses social media communicates completely different, and in Latin America, people already still communicate, or more even communicate different, because it's a lot less formal. It is lot more close, right? And a lot more like a person, like for example, if you want to do business with somebody, you would write an email, would say, hey, my name is so-and-so, I'm coming from this company so-and-so, I would like to do this and this, and my purpose is this and this is my aim, right? Kind regards, blah, 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 my name and my position, etc. Here, even business, even if it's business and dating, obviously is not business, dating is close, personal, the writing is completely different. The women here do not write a letter in a formal way. Like, it's very much telephone, WhatsApp, like what you in the US, you do a lot of text messages. Here, text messages, people don't use text messages, but WhatsApp or Telegram or Viber, right? That would be the instant communication message systems, which are basically for free and are very practical because you can send photos, video communication, as I said, etc. for free. So communication changed just by using those means. So a woman here in Colombia just writes hola, for example, and doesn't say a lot more, not even how are you. Sometimes it's hi, how are you, but sometimes just hola. So you don't really know what the person wants. I mean, if it's for dating, you probably know that she just wants to say hi. But if it's for business, it's like very complicated to know what an hola will just mean, right? So it's a completely different way to how to interact. And it's more a chatting way. It's not I write an email and I wait a couple of days until I get a reply. It's like I'm writing you an instant message, and once you read this instant message, I want to chat with you. I want to be in the moment. I want to talk to you. And especially if you don't talk the same language, for example, via video calls might be difficult in the beginning. So if you are having the WhatsApp, right now there's a possibility in Google Translate that you can implement it in your WhatsApp, and you can basically translate out of your WhatsApp without having to go out of the app and back. I don't know if I explained myself right now, but basically you can translate in the app using WhatsApp. So, and not having to leave it. So it's very practical. Technology helps a lot, but obviously still you have to communicate very frequently. And that is the most important thing, frequency. Like you cannot just write a message once per week and think that is enough. For some women that might be, but for Latin women, it is definitely not enough. You cannot just write one message per week. You cannot just write one message per day once you are dating, right? Obviously, if you're writing letters right now prior to meeting, it's different because if you write once per week or once per day, that is great, right? That is great because you're just starting to get the communication. But once you met, and once you are in touch with the person, and once you are obtaining personal communication with that person, you have to communicate very constantly and very much. Not in terms of I have to write like 5,000 words, and not I have to do it frequently. So the difference is that is the main difference between a Western or an American man and for example, Latin woman is the frequency of the communication. It doesn't have to be long, it doesn't have to be deep, but it has to be often. Because the woman wants to feel special. She wants to feel that you are thinking of her. You just think about her. You're writing how she's doing, what she had for lunch. This is like a very common thing to ask, for example, here in Colombia, how was your lunch? Did you eat lunch? Honey, did you eat? Like the question, if somebody ate, is like you care about that person. How's your family? How you doing? You look beautiful. If she sends a photo, always comment the photo. Like be very attentive. Like the word is attentive. I mean, every woman wants to have an attentive man, but for a Latin woman, attention is like the most important thing. So attention is obviously words. Tell her that she's beautiful. Tell her what nice words, like really nice things. What you mean, obviously, don't lie, but tell her nice things like words. But also use gifts, but not gifts in a abusive way. Like what I say, like some women are manipulative and ask for gifts, and that is not what we want. But to really seduce a Colombian woman or Latin woman, gifts are a very, very nice way to show your attention, right? And so it doesn't have to be an iPhone at all, right? Please don't start buying expensive iPhones right now. But for example, some roses, some flowers, some chocolates, or if you come from the United States, from Germany, from Belgium, from England, bring her something from England, from Belgium, from Germany, from the United States, something which is typical from your country, typical from your region. It shows that you thought about her and you brought her a detail, right? Small things like that. You can buy some earrings, which don't have to be, I mean, you can buy earrings for $3 on the street, right? Or $10, whatever. It doesn't have to be expensive. You can buy her some sunglasses. You can buy her a little splash, a little perfume. You can buy a little gift for her son, like a little racing car, whatever. Everything which is a little detail which shows that you think of her is like a really, really big plus. So constant communication, showing little like, honey, I think about you. What are you doing right now? Oh, you look beautiful. What was your lunch? How did you wake up? I wish you a good night. How's your daughter today? What is your mom doing today? Are you feeling okay? I know that for you guys, often when I tell those things, you say, oh, that's incredible. I cannot believe it. If I write that into a woman in my country, like the woman would think I'm a stalker. I'm obsessed. I write her all the time, because I tell you guys, like, really, once you met, obviously not before and maybe not right away, right? But once you met and you really like that person, show her that. And also a tip while you are on a tour and you meet different people at the same time, because lots of you guys have problems how to maintain the communication while you are still dating and while you're dating different people. Obviously, we don't want to illusionate anybody, right? But obviously you want to be dating that time you are here. And so it is important to not close any doors and to also communicate with the woman. So what does that mean? Once you went on a date, you write her a message. How did you go home? How did you arrive well? So you make sure she arrived well. And then you let her know that you like the date, right? I really enjoyed your time. Thank you for your time. You look beautiful. It was amazing. The dinner was amazing. I'm looking forward. Hopefully we can see each other again, whatever. If you didn't feel it, anyway, you write her a message, a nice, not like we will see each other again, but a nice message, because it's just a good education. Be respectful and just say thank you, right? So that is the first step. Then for the woman you obviously you like, you keep in touch. On the next day you ask her how she woke up, or if you don't write right away in the next morning, write in the afternoon. How was your day going? I was thinking of you. And it doesn't have to be a long message, just like, oh, I like writing her a book. No, just saying thank you. It was really nice. And then like every day you show her constantly, and it can be like 2 minutes chatting, right? It doesn't have to be like hours of chatting, writing a lot. Just, hey, I'm just doing this. I just finished work. I'm thinking of you. How was your day so far? And that's it. Just talk a little bit. But if she feels that you are constantly there, constantly asking, constantly interested, constantly showing attention, constantly showing love and care, she will feel that, and she will definitely react to that. But lots of you guys, what happens is when you meet, once you met, or after a tour, you go home, and then communication goes a little bit like that. And why is that? Because you don't want to bother her, and she is not used to a man who doesn't bother her, kind of, because her culture is different. So she thinks you're not interested. As she thinks you're not interested, she is not doing any move, because she is a traditional woman waiting that the man does the first step. So you always have to be the one, man, there watching me, you have to be the one constantly writing first, right? And sometimes you think, oh no, she's not interested, she doesn't write back, she just doesn't. That's part of the strategy. She's testing you, she's seeing if you're still interested. Sometimes she's not replying back, making her a little bit more difficult. So it's part of the game, let's put it. And it's part of like showing your interest and really show that you are serious. Because here, the woman, you have to remind, like lots of the women have a lot of possibilities of meeting guys. It's not that they're meeting foreigners because they cannot meet a Colombian. No, they just don't want to be with a Colombian man most of the times. So they have a lot of people writing them. They have a lot of Colombian men showing them constantly attention, but they know it's not serious. So they test you. They will see how often, if that's just for a day, for a week, and then you go home and you forget about her. So you have to show weeks of constant attention and communication. So I hope that is not overwhelming right now, but this is really important, like communication. As I said, language mark to enter your question. Language is obviously an advantage if you speak it, but it is not the most important. If you speak the language and you don't pay attention to the woman and you're not communicating frequently, you will be the same. It will be the same or worse. So definitely it is not an issue. And if you need help, there are apps. As I said, Google Translate and WhatsApp are connected. You have add-ons where you can connect those. It's really easy. While you are with us, you can use our translators. We have the video calls. We have the in-person translators. So we are here to help you in any communication issues you might have. So you are writing a lot, guys. So let me get to your questions a little bit more. Joseph is asking, do men have to be filmed while they date or attend these events? No, Joseph, nobody has to be filmed. We actually show you quite a few of our clients, if you see that, because half of the guys do not want to be in video, don't want to be interviewed. or even more than half, don't want to be interviewed, don't want to be in anything. So that's why I'm always really happy and always very grateful if somebody gives us a testimonial, because it's really, really nice. And it does help for you guys to see that it's real. But definitely, if you don't want to be, you just let me know, and I will make sure that you get not filmed, or if you get filmed, then we blur you out of the video or cut you out. Maddox Paddy, I have not received a reply to my email in 2 weeks. I'm really sorry about that, Maddox. That is, did not see your email, I think, because maybe if you don't mind, can you resend it to me? I'm really sorry. We have been on the Medellin tour for the last 2 weeks, and I'm honest with you, I did not check my email every day because I was just not able to do so. I'm just catching up with everything. So in case you did not get it, I'm really sorry. Sometimes it gets to my spam as well. So if you don't mind, please resend me the email. Sometimes if that happens, guys, if you don't get a reply, just resend the email. I usually work every day and try to get through all the emails. Mark, what happens if I don't have any newer photos? Mark, if you don't have any newer photos, then don't send, then you don't have them. But I definitely would recommend you investing in some photos, because photos are the most important thing if you want to get virtual attention. I just had another client asking me tonight. He was sending an email. I have to get back to him as well. He was really concerned for the Medellin tour because he got some rejections via letters. So guys, if you get rejections via letters, this is not a bad thing necessarily. Photos are just photos. The same, it happens to a lot of the girls all of the time. That's why I'm saying it's so important to go on those socials, because you will meet the person, one person in front of you, and the photo is just not the same thing like being in front of that person. So for most of the guys, they do amazing on socials, but not always amazing on letters, because the photos are not great, the angle is not great, or maybe the profile description is not great. So Mark, if that happens to you anyway, I would recommend you invest in good photos. If you can, just take a professional photographer and do that, and then anyway go on one of the tours, because you will be doing great. And anybody who's concerned that you will not be doing great, you will be doing great. If you have coming with the right intentions and you're being a nice man, you will be doing great. It doesn't matter how you look, it doesn't matter how much money you have. Obviously, you have to be a little bit realistic. You cannot date a 25-year-old supermodel, right? If you wouldn't do that in your country, so it's not that different, right? So you have to be a little realistic, but most of the guys are doing amazing here, amazing. And they say, I have never received so much attention. I have never felt like that. It's amazing. So do not worry, you will be doing great here. Okay, let me see. Wow, you're sending a lot of questions now in. That's good. So let's see. Let's see. So Maddox, please send your email again. Eric Lee, Eric, so good to see you, to hear you. You just sent me the photo in. Eric is a client for a long time, and I didn't realize that it was Eric, because Eric is having another name as well. And he has been with us. He's saying, been on several AFA tours, and thanks to Maria Manuela and stuff, I was able to develop many connections here in Medellin and Barranquilla. Currently here having a great time rewinding. Yeah, Eric is right now in Medellin. We just missed each other because I just left and he just arrived, but it was amazing. We were already in communication. So Eric, it's great that you are tuning in tonight again. And I look forward to hear from you in the future and enjoy your time while you are here. And Steve is saying, hola Maria, I will be at the next Medellin tour, Steve. That is great. Congratulations, you will have an amazing time on that tour. Is sending you 15 to 20 girls from my hot list too many? No, definitely not too many. You can send up to 30 if you want. You can even send up some more, because always, we have to see if the girls are available, want to date, want to go on a social, they want to date. But if they want to go to the social, so some might be available for one-on-one introductions. So definitely send 30 or more profiles, no problem. Rich is saying, I think they don't want to be in video. They have a wife back home. Rich, I don't think so. Most of our guys, everybody's doing a background check. You have to to reveal if you are married right now or not. What is your current situation? If you were arrested, if you had any issues prior. And I don't think that most of the guys have a wife back home. I just think most of our guys are professionals, Sometimes professional life does not allow to show your private dating life. And so that is most of the most common thing. It doesn't really, I don't think it's about having the wife. I hope so. But my impression, what I can hear from everybody who doesn't want to be in the video, is because of their work life. After the social, I will bother the right woman as long as it's not costing $10 per message. Rich, once you are in our country, that's what we always want. We want to encourage you really to travel and to meet. So once you are here, we will see prices are really cheap. Once you meet, you can just connect right away and just talk. AFA doesn't earn any other money, just to introduce you to. Once you are introduced personally, you do make whatever you want to do. So you will see there's a lot of freedom, and obviously on the tour you have unlimited introduction. You can go out with as many women you want, and you can exchange contact information with those women. So I think you're going to get a great value, and I think everything we do prior, I mean the infrastructure we create, the office we have, the staff who's working, the translators, the whole system, all the marketing publicity, it's a huge effort we're doing here to maintain the company. So I think you will enjoy it very much once you're here. Ron Williams, hi Maria, hi Ron, how are you doing? And let's see, Chuck, great webcast on communication. The truth is I'm not thinking about her all the time. Okay, Chuck, then maybe it is not your priority, and that is what she wants. She wants to feel like your priority. And if she is not your priority, a Colombian wife and a Colombian woman will not stay with you. So that is something you do have to have clear if you go and date here. Like, she has to be your priority, your partner, your wife, your family. If that's not your priority, then that's why the divorce rate is so high in not only the US, in lots of parts of the world. But you have to make your partner feel your priority. If not, then this will not work out. I have other important things going on. Yes, of course, you can have other things going on, but she still wants to feel like number one. She should understand that. I don't know. For me, from a matchmaker perspective, I cannot agree with you that. I mean, of course, she doesn't have to be number one all the time, but generally she should feel like that, you know. I think the concept of attentive is a non-starter for me. Us regular guys in the US are not attentive. That's true. And that is what is a big complaint, and that is why a lot of the relationships don't work. Think Elon Musk, Donald Trump, and Michael Jordan. She needs to know that. Maybe people are attentive to the Queen of England. See what I mean? Chuck, honestly, I cannot agree with anything of what you say, unfortunately. As I said, like, if it's not your priority, and if that is how you want to treat her, then this is not the right place, because she wants to feel like number one. She wants to be your princess, your queen. She wants to make you happy, but she also wants to be happy and wants to feel the special one. And of course, there's work and there's friends and there's anything else. And she, as I said, you don't have to write, like, you don't have to stay on the phone with her like 5 hours per day. On the contrary, you just have to write her a couple of messages per day, just quick messages saying, honey, I'm thinking about you. You're looking great. And how you doing? So it's not that complicated, but it is important to make that clear, because that's, as I said, that is one of the biggest issues the Colombian women have when they date a foreign man, is that they are not attentive enough. Okay, next question. Let's see. But is the attention returned, or do the woman just expect it to be one way? No, Ismail, the woman will return it, but it will take a little bit. So you're talking about communication. So, of course, if a woman is not interested, right? Like, if you like somebody and you write and you write and you write and you write and you see there's never and ever not something coming back after 6 weeks, right? Then obviously, or 4 weeks, 6 weeks, then obviously it's not worth to try. But believe me, if you will show her everyday attention, a couple of times a day, and write her and write her and write her, you will see that she opens up. You will see she will write you as well. You will see she will write you the good morning as well. She will do all those things as well, but you have to show her first that you are the one interested, because she is really afraid of being the one who got stood up, or who the guy is not interested in, because the men here have so many women. So the women do not want to be like one of the many, right? So she wants to feel special. And that's why I'm saying she will not be the one initiating it. But once you write at some point, not right away. It might take a couple of days. It might take even a couple of weeks. But at some point you will see she will open up and she will tell you, she will send you pictures. She will talk to you. Always try to use nice words and always try to make her feel good. That is the most important. So yes, the attention is usually returned. And usually Colombian women are very attentive. Like not only the man, that's why she expected from a man, because she's so attentive. So she obviously wants that back, right? So once you win a Colombian woman, she will be with you and she will be attentive and she will ask you if you had lunch and if you woke up and how your mother is doing and how you are doing and how your work day is doing. And so yeah, communication is important. In any relationship, it's very important. They in all the city that AFA hold the events are good, but in reality men have to do the work in searching for the one best for him, which could take time. Yes, definitely. You have to look which is the best country for you. Maybe Colombia is not your country. You know, AFA has a lot of other countries too. You have to see which is the right city. In Colombia, we have different cities. So depending where you want to go, I like all of them. My favorite is usually Barranquilla, as I tell you. I lived 4 years in Cartagena. I also lived in Medellin, and from a touristic perspective, both cities are more attractive than Barranquilla. But from a dating perspective, I like Barranquilla a lot. So do your research, go on the website, put some profiles on your hot list, and you will see where you have more matches. That is probably the city where you should go to. So do Colombian women start talking marriage after a couple of dates? So yes and no. So there are two things. Sometimes it happens that you guys are too quick and you go on 1-2 dates, you start talking about marriage and you scare the woman away. So that happens sometimes. But the woman as well, I saw it especially on the last Medellin tour, when they found that special connection, like because she's one of the many women, she really tries to keep that special connection with the man. And then she also talks about marriage and being serious quite quickly because she wants to make sure or show her point. So usually if both people meet in the right circumstances, you can talk about marriage quite quickly, but you should not go on a first date, second date, third date, and then ask for her ring size already. I had several women who told me that. He said, oh, we had a really nice date. He was a nice guy. But after the first date, he asked me for my ring size. And then I got scared. And I want to get married, but I don't want to get married tomorrow. I want to get to know the person. So don't think as well you just come, have a ring, and everything will be easy. But the women are very receptive for commitment, for men who want to be in a serious relationship and marriage, because most Colombian men do not commit. So yes, it's possible to talk about marriage quite quickly, but also do not do it too quickly. This is kind of logical, I think. Alex Travis, don't speak Spanish. How can I date? Alex, there are different ways. You could use your phone. So you just download an app called Google Translate, or there are other translation apps. There are some you can pay for as well. And you can go on a date and just use your phone. Or if you feel more comfortable, and I would recommend you doing this at least the first date of the first 2 hours, take a translator with you. We charge $20 per hour for the translator. It's really not that expensive. So for 2 hours, you pay $40 and you have a really different experience. I mean, the phone is great, and I think the phone is not a bad thing at all, but I definitely would, for the first dates, always recommend you doing a real translator. Not just because of the translation, also because of the cultural differences and having a matchmaker, icebreaker with you. Jordan Petit is saying, looking forward to September, Jordan, we're looking forward. It seems you're going to come to Medellin, so that is great. What else? Would like to know how the women in Medellin feel about age difference. I'm 60, but as active as most American, 40 years old. Rich, about age difference. It depends on you. I would not do too much age difference because usually that generates problems. So in my thing, I usually repeat every time is 10 to 15 years. So if you are 60, I think 45 is a great age to date. You can go 40, like 20 years younger, but I would not do a lot more younger than that. 15, as I said, 10 to 15 years. If you're 50, you can date 40, 35. If you're 55, you can date 40. If you're 60, you date 45, roundish. Obviously, a little bit more, a little bit less, but so to give you a general overview. You can always go younger, but I would not recommend you doing that. Charles, hi Maria, I've tried many times calling the AFA Phoenix office. I can't get anyone to answer the phone. I leave a message for Brianna, for Dina, and no one returns the calls. What I'm doing wrong? Maybe call John. Yes. And yes, this is during biz hours. Charles, I don't know what happened there. So usually what I do, I also call Phoenix often. So I put the 0 in for the operator to talk to Brianna. I do the same thing like you. Usually I get her on the phone. I try it several times. And then if I can get Brianna, then I try with extension number 1 or number 2 or number 3. So I try with Liz, with Anna, with Michelle, depends who I need to talk to. So try with different extensions, and if not, try to call John. Also, John is so busy, he's getting so many calls, but definitely let us know how we can. If not, write me an email, afacolombia7@gmail.com, so that I can help you and with anything you need. But usually you should be able to connect, and everybody's working always from 9 to 5 and answering the phone from 9 to 5. But sometimes, yeah, it takes some calls, sometimes take 30 minutes or more with a client. Sometimes it's very personal, and sometimes it's not easy to attend a lot of guys in the same day. So I'm really sorry about that experience, but yeah, keep on trying if you can, and if not, please write me an email. My email address is afacolombia7@gmail.com, and then I definitely will try to help you, Charles. I'm really sorry about that, but Brianna, operator number 0, usually she replies always. Let me see, what else are you asking? If not, let's get into the girls, because we're getting already at the end of our of the show, and we have some more interviews with the girls. It taught me my independence, Eric. This is great. First social ever, Brian. She's curious how much pieces of clothing should I take with me on the tour. Brian, depends where you go. Usually Colombia is nice weather, so usually it's warm. If you go to Medellin, you need a little bit more jackets, some pullovers, long pants, etc. If you go to the coast, Santa Marta, Barranquilla, Cartagena, usually it's very warm. Maybe a suit will be too much, but you can always bring a nice shirt and a suit, and if it's too much, then you take the jacket off. Most of our venues have air conditioning, but for example, the one in Medellin was quite hot. It had an air conditioning, it had fans, but still it was a lot of people in one room, so it was still quite hot. Ismail, thank you for the information. I will take that into consideration. You are very welcome, Ismail. And let us get you some of the new girls on the screen. So we have 2 girls. Let me check one time for her ID number. One is called Johanna, and the other one is called Katerine. And Johanna's ID is 204159. Johanna, 204159. You can reach out to her via letters, via video call, what you prefer. You can meet her on a date. And the other one is Katarina. Katarina is brand new, so Katarina has not yet an ID, so she should be on the website soon. I think probably next week or 2 weeks latest. So I look forward, and here are the 2 girls from Medellin.
En esta oportunidad estamos con una hermosa chica que hace parte de nuestra agencia. Su nombre es Caterine. Caterine, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿y usted?
Muy bien, muchas gracias. Caterine es un nuevo perfil. Es la primera vez que nos acompañas aquí en este evento, ¿cierto?
Sí.
Bueno, esperemos que no sea la última y que aquí puedas conseguir un hermoso caballero que te acompañe el resto de tu vida.
Muchas gracias, y así va a ser.
Esperemos que sí. Bueno, vamos a hacer una pequeña actividad, Caterine. La idea es que saques 3 papelitos, los leamos y me los respondas las preguntas.
Entonces allá vamos a comer para tirar también la mesa donde están y el caballero que está para comer. Ustedes no voy a tirar.
¿Cuál es la primera?
Dice, ¿con qué animal te identificas y por qué? Me identifico mucho con el elefante.
¿Por qué con el elefante?
Por la sabiduría y porque es un animal como muy imponente, por decirlo así.
Una muy buena respuesta, porque es verdad, el elefante es un animal muy sabio. Bueno. ¿Cuál es la siguiente?
La siguiente es, ¿qué 3 deseos le pedirías a una lámpara mágica? Pues principalmente como una paz, que estamos pasando pues como un conflicto complicado en nuestro país. El otro es siempre tener felicidad en mi vida y salud.
3 deseos muy importantes. Yo creo que uno con felicidad, paz y salud ya tiene la vida más que hecha.
¿Te gusta cocinar?
Sí.
Cuando estoy inspirada.
¿Y cuál es el plato favorito que tú prepares?
El ajiaco. Me queda delicioso.
Bueno, y para los que no saben, el ajiaco es un plato típico de la región de Bogotá, de Cundinamarca. Entonces, bueno, Caterine, muchas gracias por acompañarnos esta noche. Ahora yo te pregunto, ¿qué esperas tú encontrar en este evento? ¿Qué esperas tú encontrar en la agencia? ¿Qué clase de caballero?
Principalmente pues uno tener como ese feeling con esa persona, pues como tenernos muchas cosas que compartir, experiencias y encontrar el amor.
Perfecto, eso es lo más importante, encontrar el amor, y esperemos que aquí lo puedas encontrar. Caterine es un perfil nuevo, entonces todavía no tiene su ID, pero si hay caballeros que están interesados en conocerlas, nos pueden contactar y nosotros los pondremos en contacto con ella siempre y cuando tú estés interesada en conocer al caballero.
Sí, claro.
Muchas gracias por estar aquí esta noche.
A ti.
Nos encontramos con Joana, una hermosa mujer que hace parte de las chicas que están inscritas con nosotros en la agencia. El ID de Joana es el 2041-59. Joana, muchas gracias por estar aquí esta noche con nosotros.
No, gracias a ti y a la agencia por invitarme. Bueno, esperemos cómo nos va, pero de verdad muy contenta de verdad de estar acá. Muchísimas gracias.
Con muchísimo gusto, Joana. Y bueno, vamos a hacer una actividad contigo. La idea es que saques un papelito y te vamos a hacer una pregunta y tú no la respondes.
Oh my God.
¿Cuál es la pregunta?
¿Cómo te describen tus amigos y familiares? Bueno, ¿cómo me describen mis amigos y familiares? Una persona muy bondadosa, muy inteligente, cariñosa, con un muy bonito ángel, inteligente, trabajadora, muy trabajadora, sí, y no, llenita de amor.
Y yo que conozco a Joana personalmente puedo decir que es una de las personas que brinda muchísimo amor a las personas que realmente quiere y que hacen parte de su vida. Entonces, bueno, yo esperemos encontremos un súper caballero para ti.
Amén, que así sea. Ay, gracias.
I hope you enjoyed the testimonials of those beautiful new ladies from Medellin. Joanna, I think she's actually living in Bogota. She came extra for that event. And as I said, Katarina is really new. So excited about that. We're having actually coming a lot of new profiles coming in these weeks. So stay tuned there. And what else? Let's talk about maybe our future dates for the tours, because I know you guys are always asking how to go. So lots of you are already commenting for Medellin in September. Definitely make sure to sign up as soon as possible, because I think that tour will be sold out very soon, because we already have the Costa Rica one sold out, the Barranquilla tour sold out in August. We have no more spaces left for Barranquilla, so September in Medellin is the next one. And then for Colombia, there's only one more tour after the one in Medellin in September. I mean, we have the one in August, the one in September, and then we have only November Cartagena. So this is your last opportunity for Colombia this year. We're going to get the new dates for next year ready, I hope by mid-year, to have them posted. So if you want to know, oh, I want to go to Barranquilla, when can I go to Barranquilla next time? I think probably in February next year, we're going to have another Barranquilla tour. So just that you keep that in mind. If you couldn't make it for August and you want to go Barranquilla, then this is February, probably the next time. And then we have definitely Cartagena coming up for November and Medellin for September. So definitely recommendation there to sign up. And so I will get one more time. I just want to show you some quick pictures of one of our beautiful couples from our Elite Club service. And the Elite Club service, you know, guys, that this is our VIP service. It's our premium service, if you want to call it like that. And this premium service includes all of our services. So you have video calls, you have messages, you get a $500 letter writing credit, you have 15 hours of video calls with matchmaker, translation, etc. included. You have weekly video calls with me. We do a 3-hour introduction call where we really get to know you, as I get to know you very well. We do a marketing package for you. You can date the whole Colombian database. You can meet as many women as you want, unlimited. On the video calls. Then you have like 3 months of matchmaking throughout the whole thing. So you have assistance, communication, like we were talking about communication tonight. You get communication help with the communication. The Elite Club works so well because you get to constant communication already prior meeting, then you meet, and then it's already clear how you're going to proceed. So it is so much easier in a elite club service to maintain and to get to know the person and to form the relationship than on a tour. Because on a tour you meet a lot of people, and on the elite club service you meet a lot of people, but you have a lot of time, and then you really meet in person where you really have a connection with. So it's really effective. I love it. I just always talk about it, I know. And so we have right now a lot of clients using the service, which is amazing. And as I said, Scott and Olga, they met through the elite club service. Scott was amazing. He was just like, Maria, I'm doing this. I decided I want to do this. This is for me, and I'm going to find the person, because mindset is obviously the most important thing. And he did it really quick. He really found his connection really quickly, and it was amazing. Those two, if you look at them, they're really amazing. If you see the pictures, he not only found Olga, he found the whole family. He was looking for the package, and he is so happy. He actually is thinking about right now moving to Colombia, moving to Medellin, because he loves it so much. And he said there's really, why staying in the US? Why not? I mean, if once she has her visa, probably going to move to the US for a while as well. But in the meanwhile, he will be here, and he said he's enjoying it so much. He has been just here. He just went home, and he will be back in a month. So yeah, looking really forward to tell you more about Olga and Scott. But they are a really beautiful couple, and I'm really happy that they met, that he used the service. He said, my best money ever spent. And I agree with you, because I mean, happiness and love is. So yeah, let us know if we can help you in the Elite Club and any of the other services. We look forward to that. And as I said, next time I would love to show you the interview. And yeah, it's really a lot of fun. Like any of our services, any of the tours, anything you want to do, it is like a real learning experience about yourself. So anything you do, and just like it is just a plus. Like if you just decide to go on a tour, you're going to learn about a beautiful new country. And I think all the rest is a lot of plus. So Sly, they work so hard to give us a good show. Sly, thank you so much. I love that you appreciate what we're doing here, and I know that a lot of you guys are really watching those videos, and I thank you so much for listening, for paying attention, for tuning in every week. Thank you for trusting in us as well, and I hope to see you next week, not next week, in 2 weeks, and then we have a lot more footage, we have a lot of more new things to show you, and I'm looking forward. Guys, it was a pleasure to be with you tonight again. Looking forward to meet lots of you soon, hopefully in Medellin, and have a really great night. Bye-bye.
So it's Saturday evening, second social night. Fred, how are you doing?
Very good, even better than the first social.
Why?
I think I had to get the hang of and I still didn't get used to just how many amazing.
So you're more prepared tonight than yesterday.
Yes. Thank you very much. Yes.
So you feel better. It's not that different since yesterday. It's just you feel different.
I'm more comfortable. It's the same scenario, just I'm comfortable.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a lot of women here. A lot of beautiful women here.
Yeah, are they beautiful?
They're all beautiful.
Difficult choice, huh?
Very difficult choices.
But your city tour date went well today, or no?
Yes, we had a good time. It was actually surprising, and she was enjoyable. I'll probably go out with her again.
I think you looked really nice together, and she spoke good English as well, so she seems to be really nice.
I think she'll be a good English teacher for me. Spanish teacher for me, and me an English teacher for her. So it works out great.
That's the beauty, that you can exchange the languages and learn from each other. That's really nice. And so you were brand new on this whole thing here, right? So if you see a man who's watching those videos, you have watched the videos, right?
I've watched them all.
All?
All. Twice. 3 times.
3 times?
Yes.
Are you not getting tired of it?
Oh, it was good education. You had a lot of information which helped me slightly prepare, and I'll be honest, the videos made me comfortable to come.
Yeah, really?
That's the reason I came, for sure.
Oh, that's great. That's good. And it was different than you expected it to be, or I know you were not prepared, or were you expecting it to be like that?
Honestly, no. I mean, I've seen the videos. You said you would meet a lot of gorgeous women, but you really do meet a lot of gorgeous women. Yes.
Which is great. I mean, that's what we want, right?
Yes, we're not used to this in America, for sure.
Yeah.
And they're all interested. They're all intelligent. They're all paying attention. So it's making my choices harder.
It is. So you're going to Guatapé tomorrow?
Yes, I'm excited about that.
You have a date confirmed, right?
Yes.
Good.
We'll work that out. I think she's here tonight.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Oh, but you have not met her yet?
Yes, I have. She's out there.
She's out there. Okay, good. Okay, good. But why you have a Guatapé date without meeting her first? I thought she was from yesterday.
I did meet her. So unfortunately, the one from yesterday had a family event that happened, so she needed to cancel. And I met a young lady tonight that I really liked, and she was very interested in going, so it works out well.
Oh, that's good, that's good. Yeah, with the other one, we can schedule another one afterwards, no problem.
Date with her. Hopefully, I'll check. I didn't get too much information yet.
But this is beautiful. So for somebody who never came to this Colombia, to Medellin, to Vienna, to an event, to AFA, whatever, would you recommend it? Do you think if it's a good thing to do if you're a single man looking for a partner?
Yes, for American men, definitely. We want women, real women, feminism, attractiveness, women that want to take care of themselves, their family oriented. It's amazing. And you can see it in 5 minutes while you're here. You can see it when you walk on the streets. Everyone's,
it's true.
You know, everyone's speaking, I feel safe, and I've had a good time.
Yeah, and everybody's really open, no? Don't you think that everybody's really friendly, open-minded?
Yes, everyone. The people here at the social and people I've met just walking down the street. Yeah. Yes, everyone speaks.
Yeah. That's different than in the US, no?
Some people speak, some people don't, but it's energy you get from people here in Medellin. So I'm enjoying the culture.
And the city tour, how did you enjoy the city tour?
The city tour was interesting because I think I did some research on some of the locations, but you know, seeing it in person is wow, like you really see it.
It's huge, right? It's a huge valley, it's a huge city, it's beautiful.
The city's bigger than New York. Like, well, it is bigger than New York, so it amazes me.
Yeah?
Yes.
So I'm happy, Fred, that you have an amazing time. You're meeting beautiful women. You're just starting. It's just Saturday, so we have a lot of days to go. I mean, it's just the second day.
And I think I'm going to have to extend my stay, too, so.
This is a really good point, guys. If you can stay longer or if you're flexible, do this because 7 days is not enough.
That's enough. I don't think men understand how many gorgeous women that'll be here, and you'll run out of time very shortly to spend time and introduce yourself and have more than one date with them. So more than likely, I will definitely extend my stay.
Yeah, because with Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you have already like quite a lot of days gone. So you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday left, and then you go. So it's not enough of time.
Not enough at all. I think they'll be surprised, just like I was. I did all the research, watched all the videos, and I'm not prepared for what's happened here. But it's wonderful. I mean, it's amazing. Especially tonight, I'm adjusted.
That's good. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy it right now because this is really special and you feel special and that is beautiful. So this moment you have to say forever.
Yes, thank you.
Fred, thank you so much. Thank you for helping us here, giving the interview. Bye bye guys, lots of greetings from Medellin. En esta oportunidad estamos con una hermosa chica que hace parte de nuestra agencia, su nombre es Caterine. Caterine, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿y usted?
Muy bien, muchas gracias. Caterine es un nuevo perfil, es la primera vez que nos acompañas aquí en este evento, ¿cierto?
Sí.
Bueno, esperemos que no sea la última y que aquí puedas conseguir un hermoso caballero que te acompañe el resto de tu vida.
Muchas gracias, así va a ser.
Esperemos que sí. Bueno, vamos a hacer una pequeña actividad, Caterine. La idea es que saques 3 papelitos, los leamos y me los respondas las preguntas. ¿Cuál es la primera?
Dice, ¿con qué animal te identificas y por qué? Me identifico mucho con el elefante.
¿Y por qué con el elefante?
Por la sabiduría y porque es un animal como muy imponente, por decirlo así.
Una muy buena respuesta, porque es verdad, el elefante es un animal muy sabio. Bueno. ¿Cuál es la siguiente?
La siguiente es, ¿qué 3 deseos le pedirías a una lámpara mágica? Pues principalmente como una paz, que estamos pasando pues como un conflicto complicado en nuestro país. El otro es siempre tener felicidad en mi vida y salud.
3 deseos muy importantes. Yo creo que uno con felicidad, paz y salud ya tiene la vida más que hecha.
¿Te gusta cocinar?
Sí.
Cuando estoy inspirada.
¿Y cuál es el plato favorito que tú prepares?
El ajiaco. Me queda delicioso.
Bueno, y para los que no saben, el ajiaco es un plato típico de la región de Bogotá, de Cundinamarca. Entonces, bueno, Caterine, muchas gracias por acompañarnos esta noche. Ahora yo te pregunto, ¿qué esperas tú encontrar en este evento? ¿Qué esperas tú encontrar en la agencia? ¿Qué clase de caballero?
Principalmente pues uno tener como ese feeling con esa persona, pues como tenernos muchas cosas que compartir, experiencias y encontrar el amor.
Perfecto, eso es lo más importante, encontrar el amor, y esperemos que aquí lo puedas encontrar. Caterina es un perfil nuevo, entonces todavía no tiene su ID, pero si hay caballeros que están interesados en conocerlas, nos pueden contactar y nosotros los pondremos en contacto con ella siempre y cuando tú estés interesada en conocer al caballero.
Sí, claro.
Muchas gracias por estar aquí esta noche.
A ti.
Nos encontramos con Joana, una hermosa mujer que hace parte de las chicas que están inscritas con nosotros en la agencia. El ID de Joana es el 2041-59. Joana, muchas gracias por estar aquí esta noche con nosotros.
No, gracias a ti y a la agencia por invitarme. Bueno, esperemos cómo nos va, pero de verdad muy contenta de verdad de estar acá. Muchísimas gracias.
Con muchísimo gusto, Joana. Y bueno, vamos a hacer una actividad contigo. La idea es que saques un papelito y te vamos a hacer una pregunta y tú no la respondes.
Oh my God.
¿Cuál es la pregunta?
¿Cómo te describen tus amigos y familiares? Bueno, ¿cómo me describen mis amigos y familiares? Una persona muy bondadosa, muy inteligente, cariñosa, con un muy bonito ángel, inteligente, trabajadora, muy trabajadora, sí, y no, llenita de amor.
Y yo que conozco a Joana personalmente puedo decir que es una de las personas que brinda muchísimo amor a las personas que realmente quiere y que hacen parte de su vida. Entonces, bueno, yo esperemos encontremos un súper caballero para ti.
Amén, que así sea. Ay, gracias.
So, I'm here now with Glenn. Glenn, how are you doing tonight?
Buenos.
Bueno, you have a good time?
Yes.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
It's not your first time on a social?
One or two before.
Two before. Where?
Oh, I've been to Cartagena, Peru, Costa Rica.
Okay.
A couple times in Medellin.
Oh, that's good. But on socials. But not with me. Not with me.
Not with you. First time, primero.
Primera vez, okay. And so if you can say between Costa Rica, Peru, and Colombia.
This time in Medellin's been the best ever. The staff is professional. The social's been excellent. I'm very happy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So it was the best social you had so far?
So far, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
oh, that's amazing. That's amazing to hear. I'm really happy about that. And the woman, how were the women tonight?
Very nice.
Yeah?
Yes.
Were there some pretty ladies?
Ay caramba. Yes, very nice.
Yeah?
Yes.
And are they serious? What are they looking for? What do they tell you?
They seem like they're looking for men
For like a stable relationship?
to get married. Yes.
And what are you looking for?
I'm looking for an esposa.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to get married? Good. Would you like to have children?
No.
Okay. And so from the atmosphere and from Medellin, you have been to Medellin. What can you...
Medellin.
You love the city. What can you tell somebody who doesn't know Medellin? What can you tell about Medellin?
Out of all the socials I've been to, this is the best place to come.
And the city? How's the city?
The city's very nice.
Yeah?
Mhm.
How's the hotel?
Pardon?
The hotel. Is the hotel okay?
This is a really nice hotel, and it's in an excellent area.
Yeah, the area is beautiful. Like, it's really convenient. It's very
There's
close
everything around, yeah. It's, yeah.
Right next door. You have the money exchange right next door. Like, everything.
Yes, I have to agree.
That's good.
And I'm hard to please.
Ah, so if you...
Best time I've had.
Oh, Glenn, that's amazing. So you would recommend this for a man who's looking for a serious relationship from another country? You would think that would work?
So can I joke, or do I have to be serious?
Oh, you can joke.
Something serious, or if you just want to have fun?
Yeah, both. Okay. And I don't think I have any more questions. Do you have any more to say? Do you have something for somebody who never been...
A man, a few words.
So for somebody who has never been to Colombia, you would recommend that? Going on a social dating internationally?
If you're unhappy with Americanas, come here.
Okay, so Glenn is having a great time. Glenn is happy. Is having the best social ever. So I think we're happy and we're having a good time. So that's good. Glenn, you have a date for tomorrow?
I do.
Yay!
And Sunday and Monday.
Oh, good. Happy for you.
I just need dinner.
Good.